Before we jump into today's video, I wanted to share with you the Q3 macro report that we just put out for all Empire Intelligence Alerts members. Now, this is a paid membership that we have, but I just wanted to show you a quick look behind the scenes of how sweet these reports really are. About 36 pages, we break down the US macro economy per quarter. So we go through job numbers, GDP, US consumer sentimentation, what any new statistics coming out on savings are. We cover US retail, new store closings, the differences and jumps between retail and e-commerce. Big ones this quarter were Forever 21 and General Motors with the strikes going on. Then we cover US housing and different micro bubbles that might be occurring and coming up and different things happening within that market and all the data we can find there. US stock market and all the data we can find there. So that would be things like the repo market and what's been happening there. We have stock buybacks. We have C-level selling, insider selling, all that information we cover there. And then we cover the 1%, so what the rich and elite are doing and the data that we can find there, which we covered some of that in the daily emails this last couple of weeks with family offices, and the staggering number of people that are saving and hoarding onto cash, as well as big investors, hedge fund managers that are holding on to cash as well. Then we give you all the resources in case you want to go check it out for yourself. So there'll be a link underneath this video for more information. It is a yearly membership. You get one of these reports every single quarter, along with a bunch of other goodies. Here's an actual quick look at it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different modules or sections now, all juiced up with alerts, reports. We do a webinar every quarter. You get access to all this stuff for one low yearly fee. And once you're purchased and locked in, you are locked in at that price forever. Okay, so let's dive into today. Okay, welcome Empire Builders to this video. We're gonna cover a lot of different pieces here today in this video. I feel like I haven't shot a video in a while, so kind of need to catch up on a few things. We've got Q3 GDP numbers that just came out. It's looking like it's at 2% right now, but remember, it can be revised up to 2 times. I don't think it will be. It seems like we're going to leave that alone. It also seems like the unemployment rate of 3.7% is going to be untouched and left alone as well. We're going to be talking about this manufacturing slump, the ISM data as well in just a second. But first, let's cover jobs. So September job numbers are in. Dow Jones estimates were at 125,000 for private payrollees, and according to ADP, there was 135,000. So we're right on track with what was being estimated. The unfortunate thing is that with these last couple months and the low numbers, we've brought the average down to 145,000 per month in comparison to a year ago. It was at 214,000. So if you think back, I mean, 2018, there's still a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people were scared in the markets. They weren't even touching it, especially around the government shutdown, when that proved to be the best times to be buying, not from a 5, 10, 15, 20 year standpoint in the stock market and equities, but from a quick, maybe 12-month turnaround. Because now what we've seen since then is all-time highs being hit, which you could have sold that easily and taken profit. I absolutely would have, because every time we see an all-time high in any market, we see a pullback immediately follow, which is what we're going through right now. And there was the talk and the scare of a recession in 2018, was there not? And how many people sat on the sidelines and missed out on money? And at the end of the day, that should be one of the things you're looking at. I don't understand how people will avoid things because they think that they're on like this moral, this moral fight or something, and that they should be avoiding these things because they feel that this recession is going to come. Well, the recession is never like today everything's fine, tomorrow there's a recession. Even right now, we're seeing strong pullbacks. That doesn't necessarily mean, and according to the data, doesn't prove that we are actually going to just drop into the recession right now. But the fear that you see in the markets right now is, I would say, pretty staggering, right? So that's just how the game is played. Like right now, just over the last 3 days, we've seen a 1,300 point pullback on the Dow because of the ISM manufacturing numbers, which came in, as you can see on the screen, at 47.8. Now, let's go through some data on what this means historically. Okay, so first of all, we also have a global manufacturing PMI under 50. So it's usually under 50 represents a pullback or a contracting market, and over 50 represents an expansionary market, which China was came in over estimates from what everyone was thinking that they'd be doing for Q3. Everyone else was pretty much right on par. Let's go through this. The barometer here is the 47.8. So 47.8 or lower led to a recession within 2 years, each of these times: 1948, 51 to 53, 56 to 57, 60, 70, 74, 79 to 80, 81, 89 to 90, 2000 to 2001, 07 to 08. Now, the times when 47.8 or lower did not lead to a recession within 2 years: 67, 85, 95, 96, 98, 03. Does that make sense? So the barometer is the 47.8 number. Now, the lowest ISM manufacturing readings with no recession within 2 years occurred in December of 2015. It was a 48. April of 2003 was a 46. December of 1998 was 46.8. January of 1996 was a 45.5. May of 1985, 47.1. And April of 67, 42.8. Okay, now the non-manufacturing ISM numbers came in at 52.6, which isn't bad. I think they were predicting it to be around 54. So we're low on that. And all of that data, all of that information being released over the last couple days has led to the Dow being, it was first below 400, 500, then 800, now 1,300. Okay, next let's talk about insiders and what they're selling, because that is at all-time highs. Okay, so corporate executives unloaded $14.2 billion worth of their company's stock last month through September 26th, according to TrimTab's analysis of Form 4 filings with securities SEC. Okay, that's the highest of any September in the last 10 years. Now, we have record high numbers of corporate executives selling. It's supposed to hit a 2-decade all-time high. As you can see here, this is an estimate, of course, from FT. Okay, let's take a quick look at the repo markets. That still hasn't gotten any better. I don't even know how much has been pumped in here. I think I've seen some estimates. I was originally estimating 200 billion, but I think it's over 500 billion. And here's a look at the updated data. Things haven't gotten better. They got better for like a day, but they are still injecting a mass amount of cash into the markets to keep them propped up. So the PMI data, the repo data, the job market data, the GDP, outside of Trump impeachment, has been, completely inundating the news channels and the news networks. It's all anyone is talking about. And of course, the market's reaction to that. So that's everything that's going on so far. Now you're up to date. If you like this video, please show us some support. Just click the thumbs up or thumbs down if you didn't like it. Comment below if you got something to say. And if you're brand new to this channel, this is our new channel, go ahead and click the subscribe and turn on notifications so that you can see when these videos get uploaded first. Okay, that's it, my friends. Bye.